tune in Relationship Reality Podcast on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Podbean, and Spotify.
I'm just a D-girl from Rockaway with a whole lot of shit to say. I don't know what you've been told, but I'm a beauty and beast mode. It's your girl, KD.
It's your hostess with the mostest. Now, God, I'm close to it. It's Kiki.
Yeah, what up, though? It's your boy DTM, the Dr. DTM, man. Listen, we in this thing, man. I am excited because last time that I checked, this is Relationship Reality. You know what I'm saying?
She was gonna say something else. I did too.
I was about to get real prolific. Listen, so
I'm looking like, what you
so we got Kiki, we got KD, we got DTM, and we make up one of the best podcasts in the world, Relationship Reality. If you've been under a rock, man, welcome. We glad that you're here. You know what I'm saying?
Not under a rock.
So, I just hope y'all go ahead and binge listen because we got over 100 episodes for you to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
105.
And I keep hearing them say,
0.9.
You can hear us on iHeartRadio. You can hear us on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast.
That's true.
That's what I hear everybody say. So I'm going to go ahead and adopt that
I like
right
when
there.
they say that, too. I feel like, okay,
We
they
everywhere.
name too, and then they be like, wherever.
Or
We
whatever.
everywhere. We everywhere. You never there. We everywhere.
All right. So,
And if we ain't there, let us know. We'll get there.
Right.
So I'm going to start the show off. A lot of times we start off with a nice little icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? We had the lightning round. We had the, what else did we have? So many. I don't even want to go through the whole slew of them. Some of them was Kiki's favorite, and some of them wasn't. But, we had some good ones, man. But this time I just want to start off with a question for you ladies, man, because it's kind of, I don't want to say it's a grief of mine. But I'm going to just say it grinds my gears. All right? We're just going to go there. It just grinds my gears. And y'all tell me if it grinds your gears or not. All right? So, when people are in conversation with each other, right? And I understand that you have the people who do the pillow talking and all that, right? But I always feel like pillow talk is usually between a husband and a wife, or a wife and a wife, or a husband and a husband.
Spouse.
Just the spouse is
significant other.
laying there talking over the pillow.
Right.
About what happened, what they done heard, who they helped, X, Y, and Z, right? So the question is, how do you determine when you finna just run somebody else's information around? You know what I'm saying? Like if you finna put a little smut on somebody's name, because they came to you. So like, example, I go to Kiki and I say, yo, Kiki, KD, man, she did X, Y, and Z, or she gave me the clap or something, right?
Damn.
And I'm pissed, I'm heated. And you're like, oh my God, okay, did you get it gone? And I'm like, yeah, I got it gone, right? So, and I was going to play the Soldier Boy behind that, but I let it live. But, I tell you this, right? Next week, your little brother come hit me up, and he like, man, DT, I heard about the clap. Everything good? And so now I'm looking like, you heard about the what?
The clap.
I heard, she make a clap, and I just want to check on you. So I want to know, how do you determine when you finna spread a little gossip about somebody as opposed to when you just gonna hold it in the vault? Like, is there certain levels of relationships? Or is it like, I can't believe this nigga told me this, I'm finna go tell everybody.
Well, it definitely mattered what the conversation is, because you definitely don't want to tell nobody business about STD or something personal like that. Like, damn.
As soon as you hung up the phone, she called Lamar like, bro,
You ain't gonna believe this shit.
you ain't gonna believe it.
Especially,
KD done got DTM the club.
No,
and I hate I hate to use him because
We
we
friends.
do talk, right? But I really want to use somebody that we both know.
So that'd be more like, so you tell her something, And then
Pops.
I was gonna say, then her dad reached
Pops.
out to you.
Yeah.
Since y'all, since y'all Facebook friends or whatever.
Or I come over and check on him. He like, yo, I was just about to call you because I
it's somebody
found
that you don't talk to.
Yeah,
reached
like it's
out.
somebody that we know together. Like, you know, like
Right.
me and your dad, we cool. That's my man. It's my guy. I go kick
Right.
it with him. But we don't talk on
Like
the regular.
that. Right.
So I didn't get a chance to tell him about the clap.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying? And so
Oh.
she make it clap, clap, clap. She
Okay,
make it
let's say
clap.
I did something else because you have to make me mad.
Okay, well
But that's
she ain't make it
serious,
clap.
though.
But I'm just trying to use it as an example because they know you ain't gave me no clap.
No, we know that.
You know what
I
I'm
didn't get
saying?
no clap.
But if they did, if they don't know, so what? Well, we know.
That's gonna be a whole new gossip right there.
Right.
Like, you ain't
Like,
gonna,
what
guess
the
what they was
fuck?
talking about
What
on the
the fuck?
podcast.
They said they was playing, but I think that
Clap.
he gonna play the song.
She make it.
So, you know,
This was the song he played for so long.
About 9 times on
Oh
the
my
first.
goodness.
This
Like,
this
playing
song
it
TikTok
again?
famous.
You playing
So-
it again?
I'm gonna play it one more time. So get ready.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. So how do you determine though? You know what I'm saying? Like what information you give who about what? You know what I'm saying?
No. I think for me, I just tell y'all everything.
I was about to say that.
Cause I mean that's just what we do, but what we talk about don't never go outside of our circle. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right. Because I heard somebody say, and I think it was maybe Charlamagne or somebody that was like, my best friend, your best friend may not be my best friend, even if we best friend.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So if I tell you, and then you tell KD, but me and KD not best friends. As a matter of fact, KD knew about me and don't really like me as much.
Right.
So she run into the net.
Telling everybody else.
yeah, because at that point it becomes like a what's it called? Like they getting joy out of spreading your badness. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Like, oh, they walk around like they all that in love, but the whole time this nigga got the clap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it become
Yeah.
like a joyful thing to spread bad news. So I do get that, but they just like they say like a friend of yours that's not a friend of mine should never know my business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
like if I tell Kiki something, I met Ariel before, but she shouldn't be able to tell me
About my whole life.
about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so that's kind of. But then the thing is, once you get that information back, now I'm looking at you different.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you don't want to say nothing.
Definitely.
Now you be like,
Probably not ever gonna talk to you again.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
say
And-
nothing.
Y'all already
and not
know
only
I
that-
cut a nigga off quick.
And so for
me before.
I'm
several
not
times.
that. I'm not the one that'll cut you off like that.
I will.
But what I will do is I'm gonna put you in your proper perspective area. You know what I'm saying? So like I
Yeah,
know
in the
now.
cutoff section.
I know not like we can still.
Well, you know what my problem is that I don't want to be around anybody that I'm not comfortable
Comfortable with,
around.
that you can't talk to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you already know I like to just be me. Like I want to talk freely. I want to have a good time, especially if I'm drinking. Like I just want to. I don't want to be like, damn, I can't say that. I can't even enjoy myself because I got to concentrate on what I can and can't say. And I don't want to be around people like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's just that take the fun out of.
Yeah.
You can't even get a buzz because you fucking concentrating so hard on what you can and can't say.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that.
I'm kind of like that at work now because I done heard some stuff get back and I'm just like, I don't even know who told it. Like, I only talked to 3 people and like, which one of y'all told? And
that's
everybody like, I ain't say that. I don't say nothing like that. I want to say that. Like, one of y'all said, I only talked to 3 people about my personal business.
Yep.
And I don't even tell y'all everything. So,
That's the thing, yeah.
who said this? How did it get back to this person? He told me exactly what was said, which
Word
means
for
you
word.
said exactly what it was.
Yep.
You and when somebody
So
who
now
you don't
it's
know.
a closed mouth, like, okay, well, I know I can't tell the 3 of y'all nothing because one of y'all, I mean, leaked the information.
One of y'all died
If
me
I
out.
wanted him to know, I would have told him myself. You know, I
Right.
don't have no problem telling him myself, which I do it eventually anyway, but you done leaked it before I wanted it leaked. Like, damn.
Tabloid ass bitches. Oh, that's what we gonna start calling them kind of people. Tabloid, bitch, motherfucking us. What's the name of that? Us, right?
Source.
No, not the source wasn't a tabloid.
I thought it was like a rap tabloid though.
No, it wasn't a tabloid. It was just a magazine. Magazines and tabloids not the same.
Yeah.
Like
the tabloids want money for
like paparazzi and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times the stuff in the tabloids be rumors and lies. Not all the time, but sometimes it do be made.
And they be trying to leak it quick, so they want to pay.
Like all the ones you see at the front of the grocery store.
Yeah, the ones that be by the
this
checkout.
person like just got divorced.
You understand? Like Princess Diana's dress was worn by
TMZ.
Yeah, TMZ is definitely a tabloid.
Yeah, TMZ for sure.
But these some and sometimes it be like a little bit of truth, but a whole lot of lie. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't even care if it's a lie. If I'm saying it was between us.
Yeah,
like, I don't
for
care
sure.
if it's the truth or a lie. Like, why is it getting back to this person the same exact way I told you?
Yeah.
And it's
I don't
funny
care if
because
it's a lie or not. Like, that wasn't for everybody to know.
Like if you're a reporter, bitch, just say that.
Yeah.
and when people you don't know try to run back your information that they heard from somebody else, you immediately be like, "What? That ain't." But then you listening like that's exactly what I just said. That's exactly what it is.
Did you just repeat to me?
And then I would check people.
It's a
I be like,
mole.
did you
We
say-
got a mole somewhere.
Did you tell
It's a mole.
such and such? And then they be like that. Nah. I wouldn't say nothing
I ain't
like
even
that.
said nothing.
One girl went so far as to say, we friends, we went outside, we did this. I would never, you like my sister. I would never tell.
Yes.
I was like this, bitch, you lying because that's what he told me that you said.
You went overboard with
You
know what he said? He said you told him I usually wouldn't do this because we went out of town together and she liked my sister. But
Right. He started it off like that. Like
oh, you tabloid reporter bitch.
That's exactly what she said too. She was like, I didn't want to tell you this, but I heard, my daughter told me that she seen you with a guy at this place at this time, and it was just them like going all into detail. I was like, oh, who he gonna believe? The fuck? True or not? Who he gonna believe?
That part.
Like, why would you do that when we was quote unquote friends? And you just apologized. That's what got me. She had just apologized. I'm sorry for what we went through. We can make this better. I prayed on it. I told my mom we prayed on it together. And then when it did
touched and agreed.
Did that right after.
We touched and agreed.
I was like,
for you to be a reporting ass tabloid bitch.
And I definitely checked her as soon as I heard the same story that you done told. I'm like.
You like,
I was definitely I was like, what? I checked her. I was like, did you tell such and such that, your daughter seen me? She was like, I would never do that. Even if it happened, I would be on your side. I would never do that.
But this my thing.
The exact story that you told.
So that's the thing. If you not the one who told the person,
who did you tell?
Who did you tell?
No, because she told
the person.
The thing is, she told her right when I was looking at her. But they, in the plant, you can't hear stuff.
Right.
So you could be standing 10 feet away. I can't see and hear nothing because it's loud.
Okay.
So I was watching you tell him. He didn't say nothing until later that day. So I'm just thinking back to like, so when you was apologizing to him and you was telling him the same.
You know what's funny?
I'm trying to see who's gonna accept my apology the best.
I can almost remember the day because I remember you like such and such been acting funny all day, and I don't know why. It was that day, wasn't it? I'm like, well, that's weird. Why would you just act funny? Like,
yeah. I was like, whatever. I don't care. I was just like, I just can't believe she did it. I really didn't care that you told or thought you told on somebody, but girl, you have forgot I was single as fuck. That's the part. That's the part for me.
Single as one slice of cheese.
That's the part for me. You would be telling
crab single.
You would be telling
okay?
if I was in a relationship, but you have forgot I was single as fuck.
As fuck. I'm single and grown.
So tell me,
that's a hell of a combination.
I was like, what?
That's why we need visual though. Because she said, I'm single as F. And then she went for that straw. And she was like,
sipping my tea. Okay.
Figure the pinky out and everything. Like,
she did have a pinky
single.
out. Like,
I was like, whoa.
She like,
that shit gets to you though. It just be like, damn, I don't talk to that many people. So it just be like, right. Be aggravating.
Man. So,
but then you be, I'm sorry, baby. Then you be feeling like that's why I don't talk to people.
Yeah. Because
it's like if you find somebody like, okay, I feel like I can confide in you, but then my business come back to me, I be like, I'm never telling you nothing again.
Never.
And see, that's my thing. Like,
never.
How can you be a friend if I can't even tell you something simple without it getting back?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't trust you. To me, it don't matter if it's a regular friendship or a best friendship or whatever. It has to be trust in any relationship that you have.
Right.
And if I can't trust you, I don't want to be. That's how I be cut up. Go over there in the cutoff section.
Right.
It's about to be overpopulated. I'm gonna need an overflow area like they had at the wedding.
Ooh.
Give me the overflow area, the cutoff area, because these bitches don't know how to act.
Man.
I swear.
Don't let me have fucked around and gave you more than one chance. Oh, I'm really never talking to
I
you.
know.
I'm really finna walk past you like you're not even there.
That'd be it for me.
Don't believe me, just watch.
What your feelings,
KD cutoff game
DTM?
is super strong. So for me, I got a few people that's really on my list right now, but I don't really, I take a, yeah.
You get on his list. That's who.
So my list is really, I just put you in your perspective place, man. Like I know how to look at you now. You know what I mean? So I had a buddy, you know what I'm saying, that ran back some information. And sometimes you just either want to vent or you don't. You just let out.
A lot of times you want to vent. That's what it is.
Or you let out some. You feel like you talking to your people. You be like, yo, man, X, Y, and Z. My dad's sick, or my mom is over, or my sister done did, and then it be that. You really just want to get it out. So you got your selected few that you get it out with. I would never go to the bus stop and talk to somebody, pull over. I'm gonna park at the bus stop.
You got to talk to nobody.
Right, because they don't know you.
Right.
They ain't gonna run back and tell nobody that you.
They don't even know who to tell.
And yeah, so then I get a message like a day or two later, might have been the next day, from an individual who it's like they kind of like family, but we hadn't spoke. I don't even think I seen a happy birthday
Damn.
message in the same faction. So I'm like, wow, that was like what made this come up in conversation,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was that. And then I had another issue too, but I think we had already recorded. We finished recording last week before I can even bring it up. But it was about when you out here doing your thing, basically you start your business. Let's say like Kiki do nails, right? Because she's really good at it. And
You're so funny.
every time we record and you look over, you see KD didn't got her nails did. But she know you do nail.
Right.
And this is like your profession. This is what you do now. And like it's not the first, like she done seen your work, she know you good, she know you do what you do. But every time she come over, she's like, no, I got my nails did. And you looking like, who did your nail? Because that's my first question when anybody tell me anything. And I'm like, who did that?
Right. That's true though.
Who made
Especially
that?
if they're your real friend, like you would,
Right.
I mean,
Or
at
family.
least,
Or family.
or family. Like anybody that supports you, you would think they would come to you first and be like, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on with this?
Yeah, like
These days open."
you know what I mean? Like,
Something.
and that's why I said. So I had I don't even know how many of my relatives listen, but I've already expressed my issues with the people, so it don't matter.
Right.
But I had a relative that just got married, right? And not only didn't we perform the ceremony,
Right.
we didn't even know about it until the day of, like when it was happening.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, man, okay, we ain't do the ceremony, but we ain't get invited.
either. Right.
But and I was tripping, but I wasn't tripping.
I would
you know what
be.
I'm saying? I think,
Especially
and
when everybody else got invited, that would make me upset.
when I first seen it, my initial
Like,
reaction
what the
was,
fuck we do to you?
oh well. But then I started sitting there and I kept thinking, I was like, bruh, we just sat for like 2 hours, just 3 weeks prior. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for their event.
So even if we wasn't in your forefront of the mind, right? When you see me, you know what you got coming up. You know what I'm saying? So you know what you got coming up. You be like, oh, I forgot to, listen, what y'all doing on this day? Because we're getting married. It's gonna be here. Can y'all make it? And boom. I know you married people, but we already got somebody we paid, whatever. I ain't tripping on that. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yikes. But yeah, people show you their true colors, man.
Yeah.
And that's when I put them in the cutoff section.
But what helped me out when I don't know who told me this, but they was like, please stop looking for your family to help you get rich.
No, I think you should
How did it
somebody said strangers make you rich, not your family or something like that.
Yeah, it was something of that sort.
Your biggest supporters are usually
Other
strangers.
people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So like we just did
That's true.
a wedding, and it was at a mansion,
It was so pretty. It was in Palmer Woods.
Oh,
it was so pretty.
Beautiful. And like they did coaching sessions with us and everything, right? So when I do the wedding ceremonies for people who do the coaching session, it just make it that much more intimate because now we know each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I reach out to you, I check on y'all, I make sure everything going good, and it just came out so, man, I think this might have been my favorite ceremony to do.
And you know what? With that couple, just from seeing them from the first session up until their wedding day, they did such a big 180. Like, I remember that first session, they came in, they wasn't even holding hands. Then, like, I remember they called, I think we was out of town, and they like, no, we need to come see y'all tomorrow. And I was like,
we're not even there.
Yeah, so we're not gonna be there, but Tuesday, she like, first thing in the morning, we need to be with y'all. I'm like, all right. But then they left out the session hugging and smiling, and you know what I'm saying? So that's like a big deal
good.
to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
like, and what people don't know is like I do really make everybody's ceremony specific to themselves. You know what I'm saying? To their relationship, unless you call us on Wednesday and you say I want to get married on Thursday. I don't know you to make it specific to you. Right. So what I do is I will pray about it and I get some, knowledge and wisdom from God to put in there what He tells me you need. But for the most part, I try to make it as intimate as possible for you. Because I don't want you to be able to look on TV and be like, oh, that's the same thing he said. That's the same thing he said.
Right.
He said that to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get into this, they give you a book and they give you a script that you're supposed to go by, whatever. But I like to give people, cook food, not microwave food. So,
and you get so many compliments. Like, I just really feel like them not choosing you to do their ceremony was really their loss. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, definitely.
I mean, unless they had
if you got your own pastor,
if you got your own pastor,
I
don't trip on that.
That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
But you Google somebody
online. But if you
online.
just found somebody, like if neither one of you guys are into a church, nobody had, like, you just Google somebody, found this person, was like, bet we're gonna go with them.
Hurt.
That's different.
Yeah, that's
what I mean? If you got your own, like we got somebody else that's about to get married, but they got their own pastor because they go to a church.
Right.
I can't trip on that.
Right.
You're supposed to go with your pastor.
Yeah.
It'll make it more sentimental because they know you like that. You know what I mean? So, but I think the part that I get the most enjoyment out of is when I get to look at the bride and groom's face, and then I get to look at the people that's sitting in Tinder's face, and I get to look at KD's face when people come up and say, "Oh, that was great. I love him," and like her smile is just like, yeah.
I be like, I'm so proud of him.
Yeah,
that's my baby father.
So yeah, that one came out really good, man. I think that was probably one of my top notch favorite ones.
It was. It was so pretty. Like,
yeah, and it rained. So imagine how it would have been if it didn't rain.
Yeah,
because they had it set up like plan A, plan B.
Right.
Plan A would have been
gorgeous.
Even more,
right.
man. So, but even it still more. Came out on top. They still did their thing, and it
started like 2 hours late, but that was.
Yeah, they were trying to wait the rain out.
Because it was supposed to start. So the wedding was supposed to start at 3:30. It was supposed to stop raining by 4.
Oh.
But at 5:30 it was still raining. So we had to get the party started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
It was nice though.
So shout out
like,
to
my dress has mud on it. I was like, it's fine.
Man, they had
outside.
Yeah.
Well, she had a short walk from the mansion to up under a tent. Cause the inside, like the reception was both inside and outside, but the inside wasn't equipped to actually hold a ceremony.
Oh, okay.
So they had to set up under a tent.
Oh, okay.
It was nice though.
So shout out to sponsor number 1, man, Forever and Beyond. If you know somebody getting married, if you know somebody who needs some customized shirt, if you know somebody who needs some window decal, if you know somebody who needs just relationship coach and they just want to get their relationship back right, you know what I mean? Or they want to keep it strong, they want to keep it tight. You want to go to the number 4 everandbeyond.com and just go scroll down, man. See what you need. We got everything. We got it all. So you scroll down, see what you need, click on that. I mean, we're gonna get right back to you. That's the number 4 everandbeyond.com. Last time that I checked. So that's sponsor number 1. Appreciate y'all, Forever and Beyond. Y'all are amazing. Talking in third person because that's us. Hey.
She was so bad.
So, how would you feel if you missed an important event? You know, so for example, a gender reveal, and it was due to like a death in the family, like the immediate family at that. And your friend that had the gender reveal turns around and gets mad at you for missing their event. How would you feel? Or would you feel like that's not your friend? Or would you feel like they just don't understand? Or talk to me. Let's go.
Wait, so you missed the gender reveal because you had to go to a funeral?
Because you had a death, not necessarily the funeral.
Oh, because you had a death
But
in
a
the
death
family.
in the family occurred, and it was happened to be on the same day that the gender reveal was. You was planning on going.
I mean, they got to be understanding, especially if it was somebody close to them.
Do they have a right to get mad, even knowing the situation?
Not when a death.
And it's an immediate family
It's a
member.
whole death, though. Yeah, no, you don't have a right to be. I mean, your real friends understand when you have a death in the family.
Right.
So if they don't, then yeah, they probably not. They being selfish. I think personally.
KD.
I 100% agree. I remember when BFF got married and her bridal shower, I had a miscarriage that same day. So for her to be like, so when you left the hospital, why you ain't come to my stuff? You know what I'm saying? I would be like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's wrong with you?
I understand what you went through, but I just don't understand why you messed up my day.
Where you at?
Right.
Do you know what today is?
Where you at? 'Cause first of all, that is how I called though. Like, where y'all at?
Do you know what today is?
Where y'all at? Where you at? But I wouldn't do that on a day where it's just like a devastating day.
Yeah, that's to me that's
That's too
selfish though.
much.
So if I lost somebody close to me, and when you call me, you checking me about not coming to your gender review, or
You ain't saying sorry about your loss, nothing.
yo anything.
You like, yup, where you at?
Oh, so you miss my stuff because your granddaddy died? Like,
Right.
bitch, yes. What do you mean?
So-
So you
let
telling
me-
me, so y'all burying him today, or?
So let me ask y'all this.
He's
Let me
still gonna
flip
be
the
dead
question just a little
tomorrow,
bit.
bitch. You know what, bitch? We're not friends. Bitch, we're not friends.
That's so heartless.
It is. Let me flip the question a little bit, okay? So let's say this is a year or 2 years later, and it's like the anniversary of that person's death. You know what I'm saying? But your best friend is having a party or a celebration of some sort on the same day. Sometime when those anniversaries come up, for whatever reason, it might hit you. You might get a little more sad one year than you do the next year. Like,
Right.
you might feel like after 2 years, I'm good. But then that third year, it still might be even rougher than it was before. You never really, to me, I feel like you never really know
Right.
until that day arrives, right? So when that happened, and let's say it hit you hard, but your best friend have a event, you could say gender reveal, you could say bridal shower, whatever. So you like, I don't really want to go because I don't want to bring them down because I'm not feeling it right now.
Yeah.
Right? Should they understand that still?
I think so.
Or should they look at it like, man, it was 3 years ago. Like, I'm still here for you. Like, you need to be around family. You need to be around your friends.
That is how some people feel, though. Like, you should be
'cause
around people.
You shouldn't be by
But
yourself.
you can't
going
tell me
through
how I
this.
feel on that day. Like if it's hurting me, like. But I try to make it to stuff. Like I went to my friend's wedding, even though I had like the roughest like few months ever. I still went to her wedding, and I didn't stay long because, of course, I was feeling bummed out. I'm like, I don't want to mess your day up. Like I'm gonna come and leave. So she did call me the next day, like, I didn't see you. I'm like, I came, I left, I ate, I left.
Came, I saw, I
stayed.
conquered.
You know she
Because
ain't.
I didn't feel good.
You know
like,
she
you
ain't.
know.
You
I
see
was
that
on
plate
my
that
bed.
was, you see that plate that was on the left? That was mine. The empty one.
But you
that
know
was
what?
mine.
I agree with BFF saying
Yeah.
too. Like, if something is weighing on me super heavy and I'm just crying and sad,
I don't
why
wanna
you
mess
even
your
want
day
me
up.
here?
I don't want to mess it up. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, not like why you want me
I
here.
don't want
Like,
the
get
attention
out.
to be on me when it's your day. You know,
just like I feel like at the for example at the wedding we was at the other day. This girl, she like had, first of all, it was like an argument between two friends. One friend stormed out. Then was like towards the beginning of the reception, one of her guests like had a panic attack. They had to call 911.
goodness.
Like, to me, when you think about the wedding, you're gonna be like, dang, that wedding was so pretty. Remember that girl that in them,
Exactly.
in them joints had that panic attack? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
you got to think about stuff like
I
that.
don't want to be that person.
And I feel like if being here is not making you happy, then of course you should go. You should leave. Like maybe not go home, but go to wherever your happy place is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be like, okay, well, shit, that happened 5 years ago. You ain't over that shit by now? Like, oh, you little cold-hearted bitch.
Right, that's so cold-hearted.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't put a time limit on somebody healing.
Here she go again, still upset.
Right.
10 years ago, oh my God.
Duh.
Some people are cold-hearted like that.
Yeah.
Some people
like,
are.
I would not want to
But
be
you know
their
what?
friend, though.
Death is hard.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
Especially when it's somebody close to
I'm gonna tell you what I think happens in a lot of cases. I ain't gonna say a lot of cases. I'm gonna say in some cases. I believe that certain people cut off their emotion so that they're not hurt. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and some people do it and they can cut it on and off.
Right.
They can go back and forth. But some people don't have that switch to turn it on and off. So they turn it off so they don't be hurt.
Yeah.
And they don't even realize that they're being cold hearted because they like, I ain't trying to be.
But you know what?
People
Also,
don't have emotions, though.
I also feel like a lot of people, because they don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's like a death of like a parent or a sibling or a child, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's easy to say, you ain't over that yet when your siblings and
When you
your
got
parents
that
and your
loss.
children are still alive.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I hear people tell Asia all the time, side note, happy King James Day.
King
But
James David.
people tell her all the time, well, you got to be strong for your kids. You got to be strong for your family. She needs a moment to just melt. Her baby was murdered.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for someone else, it's probably easy to be like, this is what you should do.
This, I would have did that.
Exactly.
I
Because
would have
guess
felt
what?
like this.
All your kids is at home in the bed,
Yeah.
or you don't have kids.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, I think that's a little bit where that cold heartedness come from, because you never walked a mile in them shoes.
Yep.
So it's easy for you to say, you still sad about that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you ain't over that yet?
Because for
If
me,
that was me.
Yeah.
for me, that's something that, for one, I would never want to experience. But I also feel like I prep myself a lot to try to be able to deal with it if it occurred.
But I don't think you can
I-
ever
you
prepare
can't
for
prepare
stuff like
I was
that.
about to say, I know you can't prepare
you
for
can't
it.
prepare for that one.
But, and when I say I prep myself, I mean I put myself in like certain situations, like when I deal with our dad, and I try to, even though he get emotional sometimes, I try to keep my face where I'm not emotional. I'm smooth. Like, no, listen, I'm calm.
definitely do
So
that.
like, even
Yeah.
I always try to prep myself, and I pray a lot, and I ask for strength because I want to be that one. Like, even if
It's so hard.
even if it,
Yeah.
trust
It's
me, I
so
know,
hard.
man.
And I think, like, even though you,
I had to be that person, so I know, like, it's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, and the problem with me is sometimes I know I'm that person for one, but sometimes I do want to relax and let go and just like let it all out.
Yeah.
But
You gotta do that in your private time.
you
though.
gotta do it in your private
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
even though you kind of want to do it. You know, you want to pick some people that you feel comfortable doing it around. But then my mind say, "Yo, you the motivator. You supposed to be the one pushing." So
You could do it with us, though.
people to see.
We don't
Yeah.
I want to do it with nobody else. Like,
I honestly
Yeah.
feel like this
Honestly.
y'all might be the only two that probably ever seen me
right.
that
yeah,
in that mode.
But for one, that's a good thing, because too many people knowing that you got a weakness ain't always a good thing.
Right.
Cause niggas will throw that shit up in your
Right
face.
back.
You know what I'm
Sure
saying?
will, right back.
Like, nigga, what about when you was crying like a little bitch because your
Right.
wife was on her deathbed? Like,
Right.
nigga,
Right. Y'all think you should be. The fuck?
why you wasn't crying when your wife was on her deathbed? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And I feel like I had the best of both worlds coming up because I had my dad's side who wasn't on that emotional stuff. It was like, nah, you keep that,
Yeah,
flush
that's
that down the
gotta be
toilet.
hard.
Yeah.
And then I had my mom them side who is super emotional, and they still super emotional. So now I use my dad's side on my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I use my mom's side on my dad, and then I got my married in family side, and all them emotional. Ain't no hard bones on that side at all. So now
you better chill on this, nigga.
I'm just saying, everybody just be super emotional.
Don't get cut off. Don't be over there in the cutoff section.
Man.
Chill. It's like 6 more spots.
Let me find a song for a cutoff.
Okay, stop. Tired of you.
So, but yeah, no. So I think it's super important to try to understand and learn your emotion for one.
But I think when it comes to stuff, you sometimes need to show empathy.
Yeah.
And stop thinking only about yourself.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Because my thing is, if this is really your best friend or really your friend, they not there, you should know.
Right.
It's a reason.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
most
Like,
definitely.
You shouldn't even be offended. If anything, I would be worried. Like, oh my God, what happened? Like, why you not here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not like, bitch, I don't care because today is a sad day for you.
Right.
I was motherfucking
Where you at? Okay?
at
Where
the
you
store. You was supposed to be at the
That-
store with me. Like,
But that's the thing. I think a lot of people, and I've been fixing that, but I'm not gonna fix it on this one. I think a lot of people use terms like, "Oh, that's my best friend," but you don't do what best friends do, like learn each other. Like you,
But that's why I be so strong on like everybody is not your friend. Like everybody is not. You can't use that word loosely.
Yeah,
like
'cause
don't
you
use
gotta
best
learn.
friend loosely, and you don't use friend loosely. Period.
Yeah.
Like I can have a handful of friends. That's it. Like
the rest of y'all social
everybody
mix.
exactly. Right.
Yeah,
They're
'cause
just assholes.
what
They seasonal.
what people
they
don't
gonna come in your life
understand,
when you need them, and that's it. Like that's it.
and you gotta understand, like just like in your relationship, like your significant other, you gotta learn them every day. Your best friends, you gotta learn them every day. You gotta know what ticks them off, what make them smile, what make what they want to do, what they don't want to do. We can go to a restaurant right now. I can order for Kiki and Katie.
Accurate.
We can go to a restaurant right now and they can order for me and each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whereas I
Even
seen
down to
people
our
who
dress,
can't do
though.
that. Yeah, I seen people who can't do that. Like, how are you considered my husband, my wife, my best friend, and you don't know nothing?
Nothing.
Now, if you order what I normally get because you know what I normally get, but I wanted to try something different,
Change it up.
that's not my fault. You said
Yeah.
you want to try something different. That's just new. So now I'm still learning. Like, oh, bet. Okay, bet.
Right.
But if you can't tell me down to a T, like, let me see, I know you on X, Y, and Z. Like, no.
That's like if we go somewhere right now and I leave the table, but y'all order me a steak. Like, like that's
We
your
thought you
favorite.
ate that.
That's your favorite. Like, first of all, y'all know I gave up red meat. What is y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Oh, I forgot. Like, I ain't ate red meat in 6 months.
You've
The
never
fuck?
been a steak eater anyway, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But it's like, why? So why you pick that for me? You know,
Man.
but then it make you realize like niggas really don't be knowing you. Like,
Right.
I ordered this for you. Like, you couldn't order that for me.
But you know
Or
what
y'all
it's,
order rice. If y'all
Yeah,
like, yeah,
she want a bowl of
you
rice.
some rice.
Look, she want a bowl of rice and a
pepper
Corona.
steak
Right.
rice.
Look, she want a bowl of rice, a Corona,
Wait,
and
wait.
and what is it, tomahawk? That big ass 100-pound
Right.
steak.
Steak.
That's what she gonna eat.
Yeah, I
Extra
want-
rice too.
I
Extra
don't want
rice.
none of that.
And you know
Let me
what?
get
Can you
3
put,
rice.
can you put some shrimp in her rice?
let's get her 3 rice. She want 3 rice.
Look,
What's shrimp?
can you put some shrimp in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and a Corona.
For
That mean you
DTM,
don't-
we order him all seafood.
Oh, he wants
Everything
scallops.
seafood.
Man, that's death, man.
Everything
Let's
seafood.
get Kiki. She need a water with no lemon. Mm-mm. She hating. Ugh, yuck.
So they say the Illuminati. You gotta sacrifice somebody in order to get to the next level and get your riches, right?
They said.
Or sacrifice something or somebody to get your fruit. I feel like that's how it really is in real life, right? You gotta sacrifice something to get your real riches out of the people that you with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta sacrifice some time. Maybe I want to go bowling, but my baby want to do this, so I'm gonna go do
Right.
this because I want to see her smile. I want to do.
agree.
You gotta sacrifice that time. You gotta sacrifice. If I got $50 and I want to go get a $50 chain, but my baby wants some earrings, I get a $25 chain. I'm just saying, it's not a chain for $25. Don't try to come
about
at
to
me
say,
like
you sick
that.
of me
boy.
asking for earrings?
I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying. You know, I'm using
He
this as
bought
an
me
example.
like 4 pair of earrings. I asked for another pair. Sorry, babe.
But
I be drunk, losing them. I don't know.
But no. I'm saying, like, you have to make the sacrifices sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get to the riches of your relationship.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm
Called
saying?
compromise.
So yeah, and compromise to me is another way almost of sacrifice, like, because
That's a must.
yeah, because
Yeah.
It's a
you
must.
trust me, I know for a fact Katie don't want to do a lot of stuff that she do when we go out places, and she know I don't want to do a lot of the stuff, but we also know that there's a whole bunch of stuff that we love to do together. Like, So we're gonna do the whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna make a little bit of sacrifice and do some of the stuff I don't like, and she's gonna make a little sacrifice and do stuff that she don't like, and then that's just gonna make the night that much more amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So you have to know how to sacrifice, what to sacrifice, and when to sacrifice. So if you got an event on a day that your best friend is going through something, you might have to sacrifice that time that you was expecting that person to be there with you.
I mess around, leave my event, bring her some flowers, and then go.
I was
back
about to say, I probably would have canceled the whole thing. Baby, I know we was getting
It
married
was
tomorrow,
And
but
I would be mad if y'all cancel stuff for me, though.
Yeah, well,
Because I tried
that's
to.
like
I
not,
don't want to be down, but y'all always got my back when I do be.
and we'll be like,
Don't
look,
cancel shit, though.
We're gonna pencil it in. Like, all right, listen. So we got to get up at this time. So at this time, we're gonna go take her some flowers, and then we gonna.
all right.
Y'all made me cry so bad when y'all gave me them flowers. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I can't believe I did good all fucking day.
She kept saying that, like, what the fuck? Why would y'all do that?
I did
I
good
told
all
y'all I
day.
was coming over there.
We ain't
Threw
believe
me
you.
off when your mama called. I was like, hey.
Hey, girl.
First of all,
I was like, I'll be over there in a minute. She like, okay, see you in a minute. And then your motherfucking asses was like, knock, knock, knock,
She hung
knock.
up like she's still over there.
I was like,
all right,
oh
come
my
on.
God.
It's a good
But
setup.
I mean, that's what
That
friends
definitely
are
was a good
for. Like,
setup.
of course, we knew that wasn't gonna be an easy day. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we knew that it's our job to know when something wrong.
Right, and some people make
And I
it.
want to be like, I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
I was just about to say, some people. I got two different type of people
We
over
be looking
here.
at each other like, she not straight.
I got the
made
Kiki.
me cry already.
I got the Kiki type people who try to put off that I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight,
I do be straight.
and you got to really just know and pay attention. And then I got the KD type people who remembers dates like a hawk.
Crazy though.
Oh my God, I'm talking about dates like a hawk. So when she remembers dates like that, sometimes she might not know what the actual date is today, but once she realizes what it is, she like, oh. And I'm like, okay, now we got it.
Don't do me like that.
So we got. All right,
He
man.
did me like that because I did that yesterday. So yesterday was the anniversary of my friend's death. So I was doing something and I looked.
She talking about it's
I
today.
said, "Oh my God, today the 12th."
She said today the 12th. I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, this is the anniversary. I said, no, today the 13th.
He said, "Here you go." He said, "Oh, you said the 12th? No, it's the 13th."
Yeah, today's
I
the 13th,
said,
my bad.
It can't be the 13th because that's King James Day. He talking about it's the 11th. Whatever day, it's the.
Let's go
it-
get us.
it
Some,
could- it
let's
could
go
be
get
the
us some
20th.
Slurpees. It's free 7-Eleven day. Come on.
I know I missed it too. Damn.
I did too. I was
We
so
was
bad.
at a
Mad as
wedding.
hell.
We was at a wedding
Yeah, but it was amazing.
all day.
Oh, damn.
It was nice though.
But you know the one thing they didn't have at that wedding,
What?
and it would have really set it off.
What?
They ain't had the right fragrance. You know what I'm saying?
What fragrance is that?
Shout out to our second sponsor, man. The fragrance is the preeminence, man.
Duh.
You
They
didn't
needed
smell
that
it?
Netflix and shield. I ain't smell no
smell
Netflix
it
and
all
shield
day,
candles or nothing like that. You know, I ain't smell
Somebody
no
had
orgasm.
orgasm.
Somebody had the
Somebody
orgasm room. Okay. So they
Somebody
made
did.
they made it on point. Then they made it on point with the orgasm scent. But
Somebody gave the
fragrance.
website away while they was there.
Yeah, because you know I'm yelling out websites through the ceremony.
Bro.
Who gives this woman away to go get this preeminence?
Oh my goodness.
To get this preeminence? No.
ThePerfectPerfume.com. Who do this? Who do this?
do
Who
this?
uses the promo code Reality20 to get 20% off on your order? Who does this? Huh? Who
Dog,
does this?
I can't stand
Just
it.
make sure you go on to ThePerfectPerfume.com, man. Use the promo code Reality20. Get yourself 20% off of your final order. And man, I'm talking about you want to get that orgasm, the Netflix and shit. Oh man, if you want to customize, boy, you can do that as well. You know, it's a custom world. He got the custom fragrance. We got the custom shirt.
Period.
We got the custom ceremonies. It's what it is, man. You know, so
We custom all 2020.
I'm trying to tell you,
What year is this?
this is 2021.
Oh,
It's
right,
our year. It's our year. I don't know who else did it. Never mind. Listen,
right,
theperfectperfume.com. Go for it. You know what I mean? So, let me ask y'all this relationship question though, because you know this is relationship reality. Could you trust someone who openly admits to not believing in being mono?
No. Monogamous?
And I was about to say, for those who don't know, you know, people be out
No,
here.
BFF
you know,
with that
mono.
one.
She wrote that right quick,
No.
but they
No.
openly admit.
Well, that, I mean, you can openly not date them. That's openly not date you.
If that's something that can change.
I just openly cut you
I'm
off.
glad you would tell me in the beginning though, because
Right.
most people don't, and they just cheat, and they don't. You know, they be like, "This one day everybody," but they telling you, "No, I love you. It's gonna be me and you," and then they be
But-
with Susie and Kelly and
What if it's
April.
what if it's a situation like, okay, I'm mono for now. I don't believe in mono, right? But we together.
Right.
This is it. A year down the line, 2 years down the line, I don't cheat. I tell you, listen, this mono thing, I ain't really with it. I ain't really feeling mono. I want her. So I'm not cheating.
I ain't really
I'm
feeling
telling
mono.
you. Can
Really
you
feeling
I feel
mono.
like that's the kissing, like
can you trust that? Right.
the kissing disease.
Can you trust that person though?
Can you trust them?
Yeah, can you trust that? Because he is telling you, I'm not trying to cheat. I just want to let you know I want that person right
I mean,
there.
that's being honest. That is being honest, but I mean, at that point, that person got to make their decision whether they want to be with you or not.
Right, because I feel like you would say
So
either
you being
yay or nay.
honest. Right, you being honest. So
And then if
either
you say-
with them or you stay with them.
If
or
you say yeah,
or you join.
we good.
Whichever you
If you
decide
say
to do.
no, what happens next? I guess it's the question.
Yeah.
The
Katie,
thing
what you
is,
think?
I
Talk
think
to
if
me.
you say no, then
to me.
then the outside relationship is still probably going to be pursued.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he told you from the
He
beginning
was
that
honest.
he don't believe in monogamy.
Yeah. He was honest from the beginning.
People, just because you don't believe in a monogamy don't mean you always are with several people.
Right.
It's just that monogamy not your thing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you go, if you go into a relationship knowing someone does not believe in monogamy, then you have to be open to that person being with other people.
So let me ask you this.
There's
'cause
plenty
we-
of people like that too.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't believe in just being with one person for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So we've been
Just
together.
another.
We've been together 22, right? Mm-hmm. I think that was Tayshawn's Prince number. Side note.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll just
where's
believe you.
Tayshaun Prince?
Yeah.
Right, I'll just believe you.
So, but we've been together 22, so we've been together since we was kids. Mm-hmm. And doing that, you never even realized or understand what a whole mono, poly, none of that is.
True.
So now, as you getting more knowledge, I come to you right now, 22 years later, and I'm like, yo, I don't believe in monogamy. Can you trust me in saying that?
Trust you what?
I mean, the question is, can you trust me saying, like, okay, he don't believe in monogamy, does that mean he gonna go out and cheat on me all the time? Or he gonna go out and do his thing? Or he
But
gonna
see,
go
I
out and-
don't. I don't think that if you openly say that
That's
you don't
not about
believe
trusting.
in monogamy, it's not necessarily that you just gonna. Like I said, just because you don't believe in monogamy, don't mean you're gonna sleep with 20 people every day. It just means that is not something that you believe in. That's just, you know what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, if you gave me a reason not to trust you, then I wouldn't trust you. But I mean, I'm just gonna not just automatically be like, I don't trust you because you make that statement.
yeah.
Like now, if you show me that you know, doing other stuff without telling me that you. Now you could say you don't believe in monogamy, and then you be like, okay, but it's just gonna be me and you. And then I find out you have been with Susie. Then I don't trust you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, my name is Susie with Gucci says. Oh, go ahead.
Dog.
Go ahead. Oh yeah. All right.
I feel like somebody who will openly admit to not believing in monogamy is open to the communication of when they want to do.
I think so too.
Other people.
I think so too.
And that's what I think the key thing is that's probably missing in a lot of areas is that people want to be open, but then they scared of the communication part.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll be open. I'll be like, look, I'm bored. If I'm bored, I'm this, I'm that. If I'm not in love, I'm telling you. Like, I'm going to be open to say, now, whatever you do with that, then I'm going to have to just do what I got to do. But
so a lot
I'm
of
going to tell you for
She'll
sure.
be very open.
I'm going to tell you for sure.
Like, damn, BFF, you ain't gotta tell them everything. She about,
Because I'm saying it's about communicating. And then
It
if you
is.
say you want to try different stuff and then we don't really do nothing still, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go on about my life because I'm young and I'm still, you know.
I think that's a good point though. Like a lot of people, for one, they be scared to talk about their desires because they be afraid to be judged. But sometimes you open up about what you want, and the person you open up to say, oh, "Okay, yeah, we could do it," but never had no intentions on doing it.
especially if Kiki's Future was listening to the show and her not really want to give me her fingers at first, and then now
Nobody
God.
fucking with you.
There you go.
Hey,
Here
nobody
you go,
was fucking with you.
You're an asshole, bro.
so
Oh, we just on the asshole on the air today.
hey, you know, hey.
Jerk. Jerk.
That was weird, okay? That was weird.
I'm just saying.
She's like, no.
Weird. Why
So
you
you
want my
telling me-
fingers?
No, you
Weird.
can't have my finger.
So you're telling me
Weird.
if your oh, you thought I was reading for that
Hello?
finger? Give me that finger.
Bro, you
Give me that
finger,
finger.
you a finger hunter.
No, but what I'm saying is, so like if your dude is like, yo, I just want to try it. You know, take the nail off of that one, take the polish off of that one. I don't want to get no infections or whatever, and then just.
No, I'm not doing that.
Property.
Me doing that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
So is it cheating if you go out and get it
Dog, look
done?
at her face.
No, I'm not doing that.
Is it
That's
cheating if you go out and get
She
it
said,
done?
me doing that?
I'm not doing that. Because that's why you asked on the first date. Like, are you interested?
They might not be interested
We're
then.
going to see tomorrow. Because I'm
It
asking
might be a
question.
situation. What if it's a situation like 22 years later? I'm like, let me try that because I do got to
But
get
that's
a.
different if you
what is it
married,
called when,
like-
when you get like 40? You got to go get. They got
Your
to check
prostate check?
prostate. I might have, I gotta get my prostate check. I might have to get prepared. Let me see your fingers. I ain't never looked at your fingers.
But
Let me see your
I
fingers.
feel like
Are you
that
gonna
was,
stick it in there
Let me see.
yourself?
I feel
No,
like
you
that
gonna
would
stick
be
it in.
weird
Oh.
if after 22 years you just not asking for something because you knew before that you had wanted to try some shit.
You might
so
not
if you
know.
come in 22 years later still asking for that shit,
I'm saying,
I would
what-
have to question what's really going on in this relationship.
What if we was watching? You know how like we watching porn, right? And then you
Right.
you watch the porn. Sometimes it go to the next one when you let it sit for a minute. You went to the next one and the dude looked like he was enjoying it. You like, oh my god.
That's different for a
Or you
man,
hear somebody
though.
like KD like, well, you know your G spot is
Because
really
men
in the
don't
back back
like
there.
you messing with their backside.
Right,
So
until you run across somebody like KD who say, you know your G spot is really
that's
in the back.
true.
And you can,
But that's something you figure out before 22 years is what I'm saying. It should
I'm
take
not finna play with
22.
you, bro.
Y'all done
But-
watch plenty of porn, I'm
yeah,
sure.
but in 20 years, nobody's had any kind of talk about. And sometimes you got to get to a mature age. And I know the guys that you normally deal with be at a mature age.
They don't
They
be
done
liking
already
that,
had
though,
their
so
prostate checked a
yeah,
couple
they don't
times.
like that. Not the couple times.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Why are you such a dickhead, bro?
Hey, it's King James Day. Let's go.
Oh my
Me and
goodness.
Beth like a couple of niggas.
Wow.
We ain't fucking no 90-year-olds around
Okay.
this bitch.
I'm
Okay.
just saying.
50 and younger.
He
50,
said-
55 and younger.
55.
50?
Definitely not 55.
Well, as you get older, the age gotta go up. Like,
I ain't dating nobody that's over 50.
AARP and down and up. At the start of the AARP and up.
For your birthday,
I'm
when
really
your birthday
looking
come
for
and
like
go up.
40s, okay?
Medicare and up.
40s, not even so much 50s, just 40s.
Medicare and up.
Medicare is 65.
There we go.
No, I'm talking pension and up, okay? Pension
We so sick of
and up.
DTM.
Not Medicare or Medicare or whatever the fuck you talking about. No. Social Security, nope, not looking for that yet.
All right, so
We ain't at that point.
would you look at your friend different if she confided into you that she was pregnant by her baby daddy's brother,
Ooh, shit.
and not only that, but no one else knows because the brother is married. The baby daddy knows the whole truth though. But are you looking at them different? Like, how did you even get in the situation?
Yes, I'm judging, I'm looking, I want to know how the fuck that didn't happen because who the fuck date they significant other
Some stuff supposed to be off limits.
brother?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
I think friends off limits. Are you talking about family?
Like brother. Like,
Yeah, I'm definitely.
so that means my kids gonna be cousin.
That's weird.
siblings?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know details, and I want to know. I'm judging because I feel like
You know what? I feel like if
I'm judging that.
your man's brother is not off limits, then my nigga ain't.
that nobody
ain't
is.
shit. Yeah,
Nobody
like-
off limits.
Nah,
If you gonna date close family like that, you don't. Nobody is off
nobody.
limits.
Yeah, I'm straight.
You know, I'm straight on that.
What if they was in a situation where they did it before and it's been a while ago, right? So like when they was maybe teenagers or 20, 21, they had a situation where they might have slept with brothers or
Before you got with that person.
before they was older and more mature. Like
I mean,
you-
we all did stuff as kids that we regret. But if that's something that you do, as you know what I'm saying,
Right.
like you don't see nothing wrong with sleeping with your man's brother. You can't be around my nigga. Like
Because
I don't trust you.
Is sleeping with your man's brother equivalent to like somebody stealing at a young age? You be like, no, they steal.
No, that's
Is it like once stolen,
no,
always steal?
A lot of kids steal when they're younger and don't become adults and become a thief.
Yeah.
But it's not many people who start that dating within the family or
Do y'all have a
friends or boyfriends of the friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that still be.
do y'all
they
have
still do
a
that.
y'all have a stealing moment where y'all was like, oh, I ain't doing this no more. This is stupid.
I think I stole. I only stole twice in my whole life, but it was under like, I think I was like 12 or something. But I stole from Burlington Coat Factory, and I stole like I took my bra off and put a different bra on, and like walked out with the bra, and it was just so cute. I was like, I ain't had no money at 12. I was like, I ain't even babysitting yet. Like,
You're like,
I need this. Even though I could have just asked my parents for the $20-$30 for the bra, but that wouldn't have been more. That wouldn't have
We
been
could have
fun.
just throw it in the bag.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the bag.
My
And then
remember
the second time I stole, like, I probably was like 8. Like, I stole bubble tape from like the CVS or something. I don't know what store it was.
Bubble tape used to be the shit.
But then
Man,
it
what?
fell out my pocket as I was walking outside. I kicked it under the car. Nobody seen it.
You didn't even know how to steal.
That was like $1. Like, I don't. That's just so stupid. I probably was like
remember-
8 or 9.
I had one of these lip smacker things.
Oh, those were so
So
good.
my mom was like, "You're not getting that because it gonna show color on your lip." It was like, remember, it was like Dr. Pepper and all of them, right? So
Those were
she
sweet.
told me I couldn't have it. We was at Target. My mama used to go to Target all the time.
Now she go to Family Dollar.
Yeah, but she was like, "No, you can't have it. It's gonna show color on your lips." Okay. So I had took a couple and put them in my pocket. So we in the car and I done pulled it out like. She talked around. She said, "What the fuck? Where did you get that from?" And I was like, "Somebody bought it for me."
She like, who?
Who did somebody?
When?
Who
She
did
made me
somebody
go
else?
away.
Come here, give it here. Give it here.
She was so
And then
mad at me.
two days later, you still see it in their pocket. Like, I thought you was gonna throw it away, Mama. You
I
want to
throw
get
it
you? Like, so
Don't throw it away. I was like, okay. I ain't throw it away though. I just used to put it on at nighttime.
she was looking
When I-
good in her game. She was looking.
When I was going to my room, like, she should have bought it for me.
I had 3 situations, and then my third one was like, okay, that's enough, big dog. So my first one was I was super young, and we used to. My mom used to date this dude who owned a laundromat. So we used to, and next door, this was a setup, man. Now that I'm grown, this was a setup from the jump. Next door from the laundromat was a mall, but in the mall it was an arcade. So the laundromat is full of what? Quarters. You need quarters to play the arcade. So I would come back and forth. They would give us 50 cents, $1, and I would run over there. I would play my little 50 cent dollar on out. And so I got smart. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get ahead of the game. We finna close. I'm gonna get a handful tonight, so that when I come in tomorrow, I can just go straight to the game and get it in, right? So we getting ready to close. I'm not thinking that change sounds like it's loud. So the lights is off. I reach into it was like this little red bin behind the counter. I reach in, grab a handful of quarters. They like, what's that? I'm like, what? Hey, like, let me see your hand. So I showed them the hand that didn't have nothing in it. Let me see your other one. So I switched hands. I put the coins in my other hand and showed her. What you finna do with that? I said, I was just trying to prepare for tomorrow. I can't, no? That's a no. Alright, so I put that back. It was like, put it back, and I couldn't get no quarter for like the rest of that week or whatever. I was like, man, send me back to Detroit, man. I don't even like this no more. So that was that.
No.
I was super young too. Then when I was like 13, my granddad used to have this envelope full of money. Now at this age, I understand that it was his monthly money, either pension or whatever he was getting. I don't even know where he used to work at. That's the thing. But I ain't never really seen him go nowhere. But anyway, but he had an envelope full of money, and I was like, I was cleaning his room or something, or looking for something, And I seen the envelope, and I was like, "Oh, jackpot! Holy moly, guacamole! Okay, cool." So I reach in, and I grab some, right? And I'm not gonna do this by myself because just like anybody, when you're doing dirt, you don't even want to do it by yourself. So you gonna pull somebody in, right?
I did. I did my dirt by myself.
Yeah, but you had a little stuff though. I'm talking about he had.
Yeah, you had it. Yeah.
He had about.
Yeah.
If I can remember back, he had about $4,000 in his envelope, right?
Jesus.
So I'm like, I'm gonna just take like 10 of these hundreds, right? But
$1,000.
But here's what I'm finna do. I don't want all 10. What am I do with all 10 of these 100? You can only go to the ice cream truck. So I was like 13, right? But I was, going back and forth to the mall. So I called my two cousins in. I said, "Yo, come here. Here go a couple for you. Here go a couple for you." Now we did this together. Cool. So I leave because my parents went together. So I go to my mom's crib for that weekend. Felt like I got away. I go to the mall. I go get these turquoise outfit. I don't know if they were Nike or what, but I was feeling fresh.
Shopping.
Man, I'm talking about fresh. I came back with the bags. You know what I'm saying? That Sunday, I'm like, when I go to school on Monday, I'm for the counter. So I get ready. I walk in the house. They just sitting there and feel like a regular day. My dad like, "Yo, let me holler at you for a minute."
Uh-oh.
I said, "Huh?"
Uh-oh.
Because you look different.
What you want me for?
So, and I don't see nobody outside. And I stayed on the block where it was always somebody outside. I don't care what time of day it was. And my whole family stayed on this block. Mm-hmm. So one of my relatives was outside either playing basketball or something. And so he like, so where'd you get these stuff from? So me, I'm thinking quick on my feet. Yeah, Mom's got it. He like, nah. He's like, "I'm gonna help you out. Your cousin's already over there telling what happened."
Damn.
I said, "What?" So they told me they gave it to me. I just switched it up. They told you they gave it to me, huh?
They told you they gave me some money.
Yeah, they told you they gave it to me. I didn't know where they got it from. I mean, I could have thought about it, but I don't. So now they telling them that I gave it to them. Mm-hmm. I'm telling them that they gave it to me. Mm-hmm. Now who gonna believe who?
Right.
It didn't matter. We all got money today.
Everybody getting in the same trouble, so it don't even matter.
He was like, "Well, you still got money in your pocket." I was like, "But they gave it to me. I didn't ask for it. I didn't."
Talk about you still got money in your pocket.
I didn't ask for it. And this 20 came from my mama.
This
So 120.
This one said I took 10 hundreds.
Yeah.
I just took 10 hundreds.
Just 10 of them. I just need 10 of them. Yeah, that's a lot.
Somebody was livid. You said, who was it?
My granddad.
Oh, yeah, he was
He
livid.
heated. But my daddy never given him my portion back. I was like, next time, tell him don't give me nothing. Because, I'm going to stick with what I say to the end of the time. I done said it. I was like, got to stick with it.
Come on, next time, tell them don't give me nothing.
They going to call me in on that. I didn't even know what was going on.
That's hilarious.
And then, I hated feeling like a failure because that was 2 times I failed. So then my 3rd time when I was older, I had a baby.
You should have stuck with us.
I should have, yeah. I had a baby. It was Christmas time. We was hungry. And I was like, "Oh, I got an idea. Let's just go get some money from this restaurant real quick."
What?
And we got to the restaurant, and I got so nervous. I was like,
I'm like, what?
"Let me tell you something. We pulling it." I came up with the foolproof plan. I said, "Look, we're gonna do this.
What?
We're gonna go through the drive-through.
Oh,
we're gonna tell them we want X, Y, and Z. Order some food. We're gonna get to the front, and it's gonna go down." I think we had just got through watching like
Dead Presidents. Set it off.
We had just got through watching Dead Presidents. I was like, "It's gonna go down, right?" So me and my man, we go through. We get in the drive-through. The first week. Now this is when you're stupid, right? The first restaurant we went to, we got there, and we got made from the beginning. And so we just took off. So now we working on the fly. So we go to another restaurant and we pull in and we get there and it's about to go down. We like, "Give me everything!"
Oh my God!
And they run away. And I was like, "Hey, they ran, so we should run too." They ain't giving us nothing. We should run. I thought they was going to give it to us. And so and I had to talk the person I was with out of what we were doing. I'm like, "Bro, it's over with. It's done. It didn't work. Like, this was stupid. Let's just go." Like, so we pull off.
Yeah, that was not fair.
And it was a fail. And let me tell y'all what happened. So we pull off and we head, because our plan was we leave, we hit the freeway, and we out. when we hit the freeway with the traffic jam, I was like, bro, we would have been under the sail, bro. We wasn't going nowhere. So yeah, that was my 3 times. I was like, you know what, this ain't working for me. You got to know when you're good at something, when you're not.
You're like, you know what? Go get a job.
Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm not doing this. Is stupid. I'm not doing this.
Not this is stupid. This is stupid, and I'm dumb.
This is stupid. We stupid. I don't know. This is retarded. I'm not doing it. So,
None of us needed to do that shit. We just did it because what? We don't know. Young and dumb.
And listen, you give yourself any excuse to do some dumb stuff. Cause I'm like, it's Christmas time. My baby like 1 or 2 years old. He don't even know what Christmas is.
And he didn't need nothing.
Right. I'm like, he don't even know what Christmas is.
That nigga was so spoiled. He didn't need shit.
But as a man, you want to be one of the ones that help spoil. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you do things ahead of time, it takes time to get to that mode where you can, you know. But
that's hilarious.
I'm like,
none of us are thieves now. So.
No,
man, what?
We just go ahead and go to work.
I'm like, bro, this is retarded. I don't understand why y'all there. That was an adrenaline rush that I did not want. I should just got on the roller coaster and call it a day. You know. I'm like, this is retarded. So, all right. Let me see. I gotta ask KD right here too, and it's kind of similar to what we were just talking about. So my best friend just confided to me that her husband isn't the father of their child. She's been sleeping with her ex during a rough patch and got pregnant. She told me she was thankful because that pregnancy saved their marriage. Yikes.
Wait.
Except
she must have never told him.
Except she never told him.
Yeah, couldn't have. Truth. I'm like, that could not have saved no marriage.
Now, I know enough to mind my own doggone business.
There you go.
Don't say doggone.
There you go.
And stay out.
Damn business.
And stay out of the mess of telling.
Yeah.
But
I'm not telling.
But
I'm having a hard time with this.
What?
Why?
How do I respect her after this? No.
Huh?
Oh, how do I respect her after this kind of revelation?
That's true.
Not sure if we can even stay friends.
What?
We can't even be friends no more?
What?
Help. So they want to know.
What?
She want to know what should she do.
Mind your business.
I like to mind your
business.
She said the mind your business part. She's like, I understand enough to know that. But because she know the truth, I guess it's hard for her to even be friends with her.
If that's your real friend, that's your real friend. I don't get why. It's not like she slept with your man.
Right.
Kiki saying
or her slept with her ex-man.
If KD came to Kiki right now, and I guess it's a difference because we all
right.
friends.
That's different.
And she came in with me.
Friends, but she didn't say she was friends with the nigga though.
But that's like if Jazz come to us like Casey ain't Real's baby, which she didn't say that. I'm just saying if she was like that ain't his baby. This I know is this baby, but
right. It wouldn't be my job to tell.
So we not gonna be Jazz friend no more.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be my job to tell Real that that's not your baby. But I'm not gonna not be friends with Jazz. We're not gonna be friends with Jazz because I'm not gonna not be friends with her.
No. Let me ask y'all this, because we kind of just said this about one of the other situations. If she can lie to the husband like this. Maybe the friend is thinking, if she lying to him like this, ain't no telling what she gonna lie to me about.
Y'all friends though, that's different. That's different categories though. Because I mean, what could she do to you for you know what I'm saying? Like what would be y'all friends?
Right.
I think it would be different if it's like, oh, this not his baby because this is brother baby.
Right.
But you ain't shit then.
Yeah.
But it's your ex nigga baby.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's right.
It's
no,
not
you
right.
shouldn't be hiding the paternity of your child.
It's not right
However,
at all.
that ain't I ain't your friend no more.
I feel like she being dramatic.
She being a real dramatic.
Yeah, I think it's
they
over
gotta
the
be
top.
levels. See,
it's over the top.
She need to cut herself off because she a bad friend. So she
just
to
a
the
bad
cutoff
friend.
section.
You gotta go to timeout.
She cut her own self off.
You could cut off section.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you questioning your friendship, you should just let it go because clearly y'all not real friends.
Yeah, that ain't no reason not to be somebody's friend.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
Because I feel like she can't hold that secret. It's what it is. She gonna end up
that's what it is. Because my thing was this
herself or something. It's something
part.
to that. It's more to that story.
And my thing was this, and this is what I replied back to. It would be different. It wouldn't be really that much different, but it'll still be different if you stumble across this information about this baby not being my husband's baby.
Still.
That's why I said it wouldn't be that much different, but it'll still be a little different. I came to you
Right.
and told you
Right.
like this information.
But you know what? The best friend might end up telling on her own self because clearly it's bothering her.
Mm-hmm.
She like, man, I gotta tell somebody this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But once the
That's
friend,
nothing you can hold in.
yeah,
though. You
you
have to
like,
tell
no, I gotta
somebody.
tell
just
somebody.
You have to tell somebody.
But then now that you moving different, now
sound-
she about to be scared, worried. Like, is this bitch been
But you
telling
gonna
me?
tell. So she might
she
just
gonna make her tell herself.
She might
Right.
tell herself.
And that's gonna ruin everything
Yeah.
because
Well, I don't think it's gonna ruin everything. I feel like the truth need to come out when it need to come out, but it's
Yeah.
not her job to tell it. Like she got to tell her own story.
And then you don't know what the situation is with the nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you go tell and the nigga don't want to be around anyway. So
Right.
now the baby ain't got no daddy.
Right.
right.
Mind your business. Like, it don't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with you.
No,
It don't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
That's
She'll
that-
tell when she get ready. She definitely got to tell at some point.
Yeah.
And the point that the was it husband or boyfriend?
Husband.
Husband don't even question, which means who do the baby look like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, maybe the baby look like her, but if he not
Shit,
questioning,
they
it,
might
so,
look like each other. You
I
know,
was
some
about to
people
say,
got tight.
we don't know.
Oh, that's true.
And we don't know how old the baby is based off the story.
Oh, yeah, it might-
'Cause people
it might
say
still
my
be little.
oldest starting to look like me, and I'd be like, no, I don't think he look like me, but he probably appreciate that compliment.
That's
you
true.
know?
That's true.
Yeah, he appreciate that compliment.
People say
Oh
that
my
all the
God, he
time.
look just like you. Like,
oh my God, he looked just like Deontay. I'm like, huh?
I don't see it either.
I was like, oh, he probably love that compliment. Now he feel like he look
Like,
good.
y'all know he not ours for real.
Right.
Like,
You know, my guy though. My
but
guy.
you know, every time I post a
But he
picture of him,
don't at all though.
every time I post a picture
No.
of him, people be commenting on like, he look just
Where?
like Deontay. I'm like,
Maybe
But
people
you know
just
what?
saying that to be nice.
No, they saying it because of the color. Because they like all the other kids are super yellow.
Oh, cause he
And
the
she yellow.
dark skin. Oh,
So they
okay,
like, oh,
okay.
he dark skinned, so he gotta look like him.
Oh, got you.
Because you know, all dark skinned people
you know,
look
that's what I
alike.
used to think at their school
That's
though,
not
that
true,
you
though.
stepped out on me and had him, and then I just brought him in, you know,
She
into the house.
She is so amazing. She
She
just
is such a
accepted
good
him
woman.
like
She
that.
she accepted that affair, baby.
Oh my God,
What?
she did.
First of all, a lot of people do that anyway. So
Yeah, that's I'm like,
a lot of people
She
do that
joined.
anyway.
She let that street baby join them house Negro. Boy, I tell you, 'cause they light skinned, they would have been in the house, but he would definitely been in the field.
He definitely would have been in the
He'd have
field.
been in the field.
you know what?
They
Moving
let that
along.
field boy do. Oh, that is she deserves an award.
Hello,
She,
moving along. It's the award for me.
she deserves an award. Oh my God,
That's hilarious though.
man. So let me see. I got one more for you guys. We'll kick it back later.
Uh-oh.
But what y'all got? Y'all got anything else before I give them the motivational message of the week? Because I feel like we covered a lot. Happy King James Day. Whoop whoop. You know,
That's it for me. I don't have anything.
I said, y'all got anything coming up this week? Katie, anything coming up this week? What you got?
No, I think this week we should concentrate on being better people, better friends, shit, better parents.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to reflect on ourselves more than others this week. And, you know, just if you think you're not being a good friend, you need to think about that.
If you have
And,
not,
I'm sorry,
go
one
ahead,
more
go
thing.
ahead.
If somebody trusts you enough to tell you what they going through, keep it to your fucking self, bro. Keep it to yourself, because ain't nothing. For somebody to confide in you and they already hurting inside, for them to have to, what's the word? How can I say it? For them to have to go through not only what they going through that they confide in you, but then to also have to go through betrayal behind what they told you. That's like a double-edged sword. You should really think about that.
But you know what? Now, in enlightening of that, there is a caveat to this. If I come to you, you know, and I confide to you, and I, you know, just want to get some stuff off my chest or whatever, and you tell somebody who can actually help.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That part.
if I lost a dog, and I really love my dog, and you send somebody my way that you done told who lost a dog and can tell me how they got over it and what I should do, and you might want to do X, Y, Z, or whatever. If I catch a case and you find somebody who can tell me how to get, that's different. But if you just kicking it And you like, oh man, I can't believe it's raining outside. Yeah, you know, Tay lost his dog. Like, like what? We don't even. All right, cool. But you know, if you send somebody my way that can help, that's different than you just pillow talking with people you ain't even laying down with.
Ooh.
That part.
You know what I mean? So, and keeping in light with that, man, the motivational message of this week is, man, the hardest thing to deal with is losing somebody, right? Especially if that person is still living. Like, I done lost. If I lose you as a person who I feel like is my confidant, that's hard because I'm still looking at you. I still want to tell you stuff. You know what I mean? If it was KD, I mean, if it was Kiki, and I tell Kiki everything, and now I feel like I can't tell her now, it's hard because I'm still look at her. I'm still looking at her every day. I'm still talking to her, but I'm like, I can't tell her because I know she gonna tell little bro. She gonna go. She gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the hardest thing to deal with is losing somebody, especially when they still here. You know what I mean? So remember that as you're taking your journey into this life, man. Making sure that you are the better person that you can be for your future self. You know what I mean? It's your boy DTM. That's who, me, Dr. DTM.
Yeah, girl, KD.
Your hostess with the mostest, Kiki.
And this is the #1 podcast for relationship and reality. Relationship reality. Tell a friend. Make sure y'all join us. If you got to ask KD, you know what I'm saying. You can go to what is our Twitter? I'm gonna put the Twitter in the I'm gonna put the Twitter link in the I got it. We got one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like 4 something. But I'll tell you, I put it in the link though, because I'm always tweeting, and I'm always on Instagram, and I'm always on Facebook, and I'm just always pushing the brand, man. So, you know, put your Ask KDs right there. Hashtag Ask KD. You can email us. You know what I'm saying? The Relationship Reality Podcast at gmail.com. You can text it to me if you know me for real. You can put it in. You can slide up in my DMs and send it in there. You know what I'm saying? So, just send it to me, man. Send us away. We're gonna make sure we give you some tangible information, and we will get with you next week. Peace.
2 of them.
Deuces.